Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're finally here. We're at the last episode. Here are the things I'm very excited to find out about tonight. Number one, is Sam going to be the new Captain America, or is he just going to be Falcon with a new suit and the cap shield? Number two, is Bucky going to do something with the list of people he's killed? Is he going to talk to the families or not? Number three, what is Sharon Carter's MO? What is she doing? What is she up to? And who is she now? Number four, who was the character that Elaine from Seinfeld was playing? We don't know anything about her. Are we going to find out something about her tonight or in the future of the MCU? Number five, who is the power broker? If it's not Sharon Carter, reveal it. Tell us who the power broker really is. You've been teasing it all season. And last but not least, what becomes of John Walker in the future? Is he going to be a presence in the MCU? Is he going to die? Is he going to be turned good? Let's find out. I'm very excited to turn it on and start watching, guys. I'll talk to you guys once I'm finished. Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I've seen the episode, and all I can say is I'm disappointed. I feel quite a lot of disappointment, actually, towards how this final episode concluded and how they wrapped up everything. To simply put it, I think there were just too many things they had to get to in too short an amount of time, where they couldn't execute it properly, or who knows if it was a rushing thing, but it was more of a jarring thing. For me, it wasn't the fact that they wrapped up so many things so quickly. It was the way they had to get to so many things so quickly that it was jarring. Like, they're always like, we've got to answer this question, we've got to get to this point, we've got to get to this point here, we have to answer this question, we've got to let them know what's going on here. And the way these things were put together, it just wasn't smooth storytelling at all. It was almost like, we've got to get here. And then the way they executed that, it was just done too quickly, too jarringly, and there wasn't enough time spent to really feel some emotion or some feeling. I mean, when Bucky, this is just an example, but when Bucky, does tell the old man that he killed his son, it's done in like 10 seconds where you don't feel any emotional payoff. And then he just checks up on him at the restaurant in the end and looks in the window and he's satisfied. But I mean, it was just 20 seconds and, there wasn't any payoff, I fear, for that. That's just one example. I think there's a lot of other things in this series where, they had to pay off and answer so many questions. They should have done it in 2 episodes. Or just, answered some of their questions in episode 5. I mean, you saw me tonight, guys. I was really excited to know the answers to these questions. And it was only really 5 questions. But now I'm actually regretting that I wanted these questions answered, because I think it was very much to the episode's detriment that all the questions were answered tonight. I mean, you could have left some up for interpretation, or they could have left some to be found out later on in the MCU, or, just leave hints. I mean, in WandaVision, we didn't know what happened to the new Vision. He just went, so we don't know what's happening. I mean, it was just executed poorly, and the jarringness just really put me off. And some of the things were very anticlimactic, like, for example, I'll just get into another one that was anticlimactic for me, that it just made me feel no reaction at all, is when Sam has the suit on and you see him in the suit. That's cool, awesome moment. But when he flies in and someone says, "Who are you?" and he said, it's the first time he says, "I'm Captain America," I didn't feel anything. And then I think it's actually, that's the first fight when he says, "I'm Captain America." And then we get the first fight where he's fighting JSP. And he's got the new suit on, and I'm just thinking to myself, GSP is kicking his ass here. I mean, if this is the new Captain America in his new suit, I mean, what's going to happen when there's a real villain that's a super soldier, or, someone like Thanos or some big bad that's got superpowers that he has to fight. It just didn't give me much confidence. I know he got a lot better with the suit as the episode went on. Who knows? Maybe that was purposely done, like they had to show his progression in the suit. But it just left me scratching my head. That wasn't a payoff. And the worst anticlimax that I felt tonight also was finding out who the power broker was. I mean, it was just said in one giveaway line. It was just Carly that she said the power broker isn't much without any power behind her. It was just thrown away, and I mean, yeah, it's just, I didn't feel like that paid off well. What I will say that did work, and one of the payoffs that did really work for me, was the political Captain America and the way they did answer, because Sam has been struggling this whole series with what does it mean to be a black Captain America? What does it mean to put this mantle on your shoulders and carry it as a black man, and the struggles that they went through previously with Isaiah's character and stuff like that. And I feel like they actually paid that off really well, because Sam said he doesn't know how to do it, but he's going to try his best to actually become that, and he's not going to give up. So I feel like that really worked well. Also, I think the political Captain America, after Sharon kills Carly and he flies down with the dead body and he talks to the senator and explains the situation of how they need to understand people and, you know, how they need to change their opinions and agenda of terrorists and refugees and things like that. I think that really worked. And then the payoff when Bucky said, "Thanks, Cap," or he actually called Sam Cap. So, I mean, that really paid off. But that was only one out of the 5 questions that I had tonight that actually paid off and worked well, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, you saw me tonight, guys. In my intro, I was really excited to know the answers for these 5 episodes. But, I mean, I think it was actually to the episode's detriment that it did that again. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get into this. First off, I've got into my positives. I'm just going to go quickly into my negatives here. Obviously, the first negative I felt that we got was when Sam's in the suit. It didn't pay off for me. Didn't work. And then, yeah, when he fights GSP, that didn't work. And then the only cool thing that I found that we got between this moment and the next positive thing was Sharon's tech. She has the bomb. It's kind of like a nerve gas or something that explodes on the guy. And that's where we get our first hint that she's a little bit villainous now. She can murder people. And also, one thing I did think was cool was the drone that Sam had. When the drone flies side by side against the helicopter and is scanning all the passengers to find out, are any of them pilots? If he takes out the pilot, can anyone fly it? I thought that was a cool part of the tech. So there's another positive, the cool tech. Yeah. Also, John Walker fighting side by side with Bucky, it was cool to see. And now also another cool point is we get to see why did he put the Medal of Valor in the shield? Why did he solder it there? I guess it was just a reminder for him to get some PTSD and get hyped up, get his energy back, negative energy back into the fight and fight properly. Yeah, and then the Carly and the Sharon broker thing in the car park, it was done so poorly. I mean, yeah. And then that's when the 24 minutes ends, as I was saying before, and then we go into the next 24 minutes of setting up the future MCU, which I think it's all right, but I mean, yeah, they could have done it better. Just Zemo bombs the car, so we know now the Flag Smashers, well, the characters we knew, they're all gone. Who knows if they're going to appear again, like some different faction or something. We know that Sharon Carter now has been excused, and she is pardoned, sorry. But we know now she's got access to all the US, and she's still going to do something shady. She's still going to be this power broker. We find out Elaine from Seinfeld's name is Val, but that's all we know. I don't know much about the comics. I haven't searched about it before I made this video because I didn't want it to affect my review. But yeah, I'm sure if I searched on the internet, I'd find out who she was. But just for me as a casual viewer, I didn't find out anything more about her except, yeah, she's gonna be some kind of force in the future of the MCU that people need to be careful of. And then John Walker, I mean, is he gonna be a merc? She said you're gonna be a US agent. I've got no idea what that means. It's obviously an Easter egg for fans. But yeah, we'll see. Is he villainous? Is he good? In the end of this episode, it actually felt like he had redemption, and he is going to be good. Whether he's good sometimes, bad sometimes in the future, we'll find out. But I actually thought the John Walker character worked really well. And then we get Bucky getting his closure. It didn't work for me at all. Did not work at all. Yeah, so I was a little bit disappointed with this episode, guys. As a whole, as I said, I really did enjoy the series week to week. I told you guys my opinion. First 3 good. Episode 4, 5, peak MCU TV, excellent. But this just made me like the season as a whole less. I'm still excited for MCU television. I mean, what they did with WandaVision was perfection. It was absolutely great. This did have its moments. It just fell short in sticking the landing. So we'll see what happens in the future. There's Loki, the new TV show Loki is coming up. That's the next MCU television show. I will be reviewing that. We'll see how that goes. I absolutely love the character of Loki, so hopefully it's a bit tongue-in-cheek and they have some fun with it. Alright guys, yeah, I've been pretty negative tonight, and I don't necessarily like being negative in my reviews, but that's just how I felt. I had to get it off my chest. Thanks for listening, guys, and sticking around. If you did enjoy the video, please press the like button, and please subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. It really helps me out. I'm just starting off. It's my 4th video, so more subscribers is always welcome. And please comment, guys, if you liked the series. If you didn't, talk to me about it. I love talking to you guys in the comments. Leave me a comment. Alright, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Have a good time. Till then, bye.